Hello everybody guys, welcome back to some more Astral Ascension. I know. This is another live recording. I said last time was going to be the last one, but I'm just mood right now because I think people over on Twitch deserve a live video feed of this one because I'm going to the Advanced World Tour and I feel they deserve, just a little extra spice because I'm feeling generous because I'm going to the Advanced World Tour. So, if you guys want to see the full series, this is for the Twitch people only. If you guys want to see the full series of Astral Ascension, you have to go to the YouTube. Link is in the pinned Twitch comment and is in the Twitch description. So please go to the YouTube to my YouTube and subscribe to see the full Let's Play series. Because you guys have missed some stuff from the last time we did live, and we've had some big complications happen, which I'm not going to spoil. But you will see in this one about what's in there for the YouTube people only. Relevant to the story. But anyway, let's get back into it. We left off. You guys did not see on Twitch, but we left off with Luna coming back from her kind of vacation. If you guys want to see the full context behind that, you guys have to go to YouTube and subscribe. But everybody looks relieved to have Luna back. I'm sure they've been worried about her this whole time.
Welcome back, Luna.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
It's been quiet without you.
How are you doing? Do you feel better now?
Come out there, move.
Good?
Vela wrings her hands as she spouts a string of questions, per usual. Luna giggles and her smile is easy and natural.
It was more than good. Being back home was really healing and put a lot of things into perspective for me. And I want to thank you all for allowing me the time and space to gather my thoughts.
Of course. We're just so happy you're okay. It's what you needed, and we're glad it helped.
That's right. No thanks are necessary.
You want that movie, the Kai?
Oh, then I suppose these are no longer needed.
Luna goes to hide the gifts bag she's carrying, but Kai quickly backtracks.
Let's not be so hasty.
Hey, Luna, listen. He said it, not me. You can give me my gift, right?
Of course, we would very graciously accept your thanks.
Luna giggles.
Well then, allow me to humbly and graciously express them.
She reaches into the bag and offers Kai a small box.
For you.
Why, thank you.
Kai eagerly opens the box and whistles at the neatly packaged bottle within.
Whoa, is this a famed Neoma vintage whiskey?
What? He gets the whiskey, not me? This is bullshit. Luna
I
nods.
thought you might recognize it.
He nods, still transfixed on the bottle, and turns it over.
Ooh, it's a 2024 make. That was a really good year. In fact, I heard a lot of really good things released that year.
Uh-huh. Like Astral Ascension? I heard the same thing, particularly when it came to games. Like Astral Ascension? Luna giggles.
Well, I hope it lives up to the reputation.
Thanks, Luna. I'll be saving this for a special occasion.
She nods and then turns to Iris, offering another wrapped gift box.
And this is for you.
Thank you, Luna.
With a smile, Iris carefully wraps the box and her eyes grow wide.
This is the special edition Union Frigate Crystal.
Oh my god, she got her one of those
It's been
models.
sold out for months. How did you find one?
Oh, she has her ways.
Let's just say I can be very persuasive.
I know she can. She winks and taps her nose knowingly. Iris hugs the box to her chest while a smile
Thank
grows.
you. I love it.
Luna beams before turning the veil and offering her another
Is
gift.
this for me?
Well, yeah, who else would it be for? Oh, I guess I didn't get my gift yet either. Vela snatches the gift silently and rips open the wrapping paper. She gasps at the contents inside.
Gosh, it's a Jim Pod book! Like an actual physical book!
You spend all day in front of a screen, so I hope this will be a nice break.
It will be for her. Vela delicately creases the spine.
I can't believe you were able to find a hardcover. These are so rare.
She squeals.
I'm so excited to read actual pages. Thank you so much, Luna.
You're welcome. Tell me when you're finished. We'll have a lot to talk about.
Luna winks and Vela giggles.
Oh, of course. I'd never miss a gym pod chat.
Oh, dear Lord. Finally, Luna turns to
And
me.
last, but certainly not least,
She hands me a small vial.
this is for you.
Thanks, Luna. I wrapped the paper and exposed a fancy bottle of cologne. I recognize the brand as an expensive one. This is really nice. Although I think I deserve the whiskey and Kai deserves the cologne, knowing he's more into the ladies than me. I'm a pilot, so I should definitely drink the whiskey. Anyway, wow, this is super nice, Luna. Thank you again. She smiles brightly.
I'm glad you like it.
Luna's hands cover her mouth as she fights off a yawn.
Tired.
A little bit. I had an early flight and a late night.
Why don't you rest for a bit then? We don't have anything urgent that needs taken care of, so you have the time.
Okay.
That would be lovely.
In that case, I'm going to head out too. I can't wait to crack open this book.
Kai, you and me are sharing that whiskey, buddy. As everyone filters out of the lounge, I decide to head back to my room. It's really great to have Luna back, and I'm looking forward to things going back to normal again. I tidy up the room and do some laundry and housekeeping. There's something calming about a clean room, and nothing beats the feeling of a freshly washed sheet. Afterwards, I sit at my desk ready to check some emails when my phone buzzes. A quick line tells me, Celeste! I meant to give her a call later today to check in, but I guess she's beat me to it. Answering the phone, I connect her to the communication and flash her a big smile, which she returns with an angry bright one. How should I greet her? Of course we have to go with brotherly, sisterly, sibling love. Go with celery. It's about time. I was wondering how long I'd have to go without my dose of celery.
You really miss celery that much? You should stock some in your fridge.
It's not the same. She sighs, but otherwise seems to accept that this is her fate. So, to what do I owe the honor of this call? Did you finally miss your big brother?
I should be asking you if you still remember that you have a little sister. How much longer would I have had to wait before you called me?
I was going to call you later today.
Uh-huh. It is very convenient that we just happen to think of calling each other on the same day.
This is twin telepathy. Yeah, this is what people mean when they talk about twin telepathy.
We aren't twins.
Well, yeah, but that's why it didn't work so well that you called me at a different time, rather than us calling at the exact same time.
Should I be worried that this is starting to make sense?
See? Twin telepathy. Celeste laughs. Anyway, what's up?
Oh, I actually wanted your advice.
Ah, yes. You wish to tap into my reserve of eternal wisdom.
I'm already regretting my decision.
Hey, just kidding. Ask away. Celeste nods and smiles eagerly.
Okay, so remember how I told you there's a chance I could go on a second outing if everything continues to trend positively?
Yes, I nod. She briefly mentioned that right before I left Polaris.
I had the second procedure and it went well. So I've been approved to go outside again.
Yay! That's amazing!
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Awesome.
Still have to wear the bracelet so the hospital can continue monitoring and collecting data while I'm out.
Alright.
Problem last time, so I don't mind wearing it again.
Indeed. Where are you gonna go to?
That's where you come in. There are so many places I want to see, and I can't decide where to go next. Where would you suggest?
That's a good question. A mall, strip club. No, not doing strip club. The beach, yeah, I went there. Music store. Cat cafe. Oh, park. You like music? Why the music store? What about checking out a music store?
Way ahead of you, big bro. I already scheduled an appointment.
An appointment? Why are you doing that? Use an appointment?
Let's just say I've got some things in the works.
Ooh, what kind of
We'll
things?
see.
No, don't hit me. No. I guess you won't tell me, huh? Okay, let me think of something else. Hey, go to the park. Why not? You should go to the park. It's a nice place for people who enjoy getting a little nature in their everyday lives. You'll see all sorts of people and their pets.
Ooh, that does sound like it could be fun. Especially if there will be animals.
There definitely will be.
Okay, I'm convinced. I'll go there.
Well, that was easier than expected.
It was a good suggestion.
Oh, you know what's going alone? She shakes her head.
I'm looking forward to it. I need to learn how to do things by myself. This is a good first step.
Oh, okay. Well, don't forget, I'm just a call away from me. And don't forget that me and my crew will absolutely come rushing over to help you. Because that's what we do. We're family. She nods.
It'll be fine.
Celeste. There's a sudden beeping on my phone. I'm getting a call from Zeke. I wonder what this could be. Hey, Celeste, I'm gonna call the other line. Can I call you back?
Yeah, I have to go to my checkup anyway. We can talk soon, okay?
Well, sure. We quickly say goodbyes and disconnect the line. Then I accept the incoming call from Zeke. Hey, Zeke, what's up?
Hey, I hope I caught you at a good time.
Totally gonna blast your chest out in future episode. Yeah, now it's fine.
Good, because this is a business call.
Ooh.
I've got a security mission lined up, and I need some additional people who can pass as young adults. So, of course, I thought of you and your team.
Oh, thank you for saying I'm young. Vale over here thinks I'm like 42, even though I'm 24. Thanks, I think. Also, that's an oddly specific requirement. Zeke
The
laughs.
client is an odd kind of guy. I actually met him through non-traditional channels.
Ah. What? Like a coffee shop or something?
Yes, actually. Is my coffee addiction that bad?
Yes! He chuckles, but I blink in surprise. Wait, I was just joking. Are you serious? Zeke
We got
nods.
chatting while waiting for our orders, and he said he felt a personal connection to me, and that our vibes were in perfect harmony. He offered me the job when he learned what I did.
Jeez, maybe I should get a coffee addiction too. So what exactly is this job?
Straightforward private security gig for an unveiling ceremony within Inner Polaris. Very high paying, especially with this kind of work.
You had been high paying, buddy. Wow, a job within Innopolis. That's a rare find. Innopolis is the concentration of wealth and power within the central regions. That sounds promising. Please, send me the details. I'll run by my captain. Zeke nods.
Forwarding it now.
Thanks, and thanks for thinking of me too. He
Just wanna
grins.
mention it. You know I wouldn't pass up an opportunity to work together again.
Yeah!
Like the captain says.
Yeah, I'll keep you in the loop. Definitely won't loop you into being shot in the chest later on in the game, Zeke. Totally not. That's called foreshadowing, ladies and gentlemen. I confirm the receipt of Zeke's forwarded mail, and then we end the call. Immediately, I text Iris and forward the email. She texts back that she's in her quarters and tells me to come by. I leave my room and walk the short distance to the captain's quarters. Then I knock on the door. A moment later, it slides open. I walk in and greet her at her desk. Hey. She smiles at me in return before refocusing on her laptop.
So, tell me a little more about this mission. Jobs like these are never listed on the main board. You
So,
have to either already be a part of the inner circle to get access to these listings or get a referral.
about that, my good old partner from IAP, it was a security team, and he met him at a coffee shop because he has a coffee addiction, and that's how we got the referral. This was shared with me by my former partner from IAP. I fill in on every little detail Zeke and I discussed, including the coffee shop addiction. She slowly nods, listening intently.
All the details seem to check out. And your friend was not wrong about the high pay.
Well, I figure
This
that.
is a number that is hard to walk away from, and it should be an easy gig.
So, are you on board with taking this mission?
If you trust the referral source, then I don't see why we shouldn't.
Absolutely, he's very trustworthy. I'm definitely not going to kill him later on in the series because of him betraying me or anything, destroying all my trust in him and anyone else close to me besides you, Iris, which people have to know how close we are if they want to see. And if they want to see that, they have to go subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's how they see it, because that was a YouTube exclusive episode. Anyway, I do wholeheartedly. Yeah, definitely not foreshadowing anything later on in the series.
Great. Then I'll connect with him and let him know we're on board.
Awesome!
Take off this evening so we can make it back to Polaris in time. I'll brief the team.
I checked the time. It's already very late in the day. To hit that timeline, we'll need to depart within a couple hours. I'll begin the preparations now then. She nods and dismisses me from her office. I head directly from the bridge, and a second later, Iris sends me a notification out to the crew with a quick briefing of our next mission in our urgent timeline. As I'm preparing the flight controls, Kai joins me on the bridge. He flashes me an excited grin before setting to work. Once Eos is flight ready, everyone takes their stations, and we once again take off into the stars. The flight so far is easy and eventful. Kai takes his break first, and now he slides back into his seat.
Anything interesting happen while I was out?
Yeah, everything. There was a space monkey, a space worm slug trying to eat a ship coming out of it. You know, there was just so much, dude. Mirelurks. Wait, that's Star Wars. Never mind, nothing happened. I shake my head. It's been an easy one.
I'll take over from here then.
Thanks, see you in a bit. It's pretty late, so I head to my room. Tomorrow will be busy enough. We'll be busy enough without me being exhausted too. Inside my room, I lie down and drift off easily. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh wait, yeah, I made the sound effect. Never mind. Is it time to wake up already? I feel like I just want to sleep. I reach my phone and turn off the alarm, then I quickly get myself ready and rejoin Kai in the bridge to finish our flight. Upon arrival, we land the ship at the assigned docking bay and make our way through a mile of gardens and ornamental trees before an extravagant mansion comes into view. After giving our credentials to the door security, we're ushered into another room to wait for our assignment. Soon the security director arrives.
Hello, are you here with the Zeke Security Group?
That's correct.
Great, the rest of his teams are already here, so we can get you up to speed. As per your mission brief, you'll be working integrated undercover in the main party. However, one of you needs to be in the security room to support surveillance.
The man pauses and places a finger on his earpiece before he addresses us again.
I need just a moment. Please let me know who will be in the security room so we can give them proper clearance.
Iris nods and then the director steps away. There's a silence as the team exchanges glances, then Kai shrugs nonchalantly.
I'll do it.
The girls all look at him surprised.
You're volunteering to be away from the party.
I've had my fair share of parties off the ship.
We know.
I don't mind sitting this one out so you guys can enjoy a mission for once.
Are you sure you don't mind? We can always draw for it.
I'm sure. I'll be your ears anyway. You guys have fun.
Bayla gives him a skeptical look.
You're scheming something? We'll find out.
No schemes here.
She studies him before nodding, satisfied. A moment later, the security director returns.
Have you made a decision?
Yes,
I'll
surprisingly
be
very
in the
easily.
security room for our team.
Great. For those of you attending the main party, we'll need you to look the part in order to blend in.
Like when the group, all of us are wearing our normal gear for the missions, and compared to the suit on the director, we have quite a ways to go before we blend in.
Of course, we have formal wear available for you.
Oh, perfect! Iris
Our
nods.
guests will be arriving soon, so if this is settled, I can show you all to your changing rooms.
Lead the way.
The security director takes us out of the room and leads us into the lobby with a divided changing area. With a divided changing area. Alright, I read that right, yes. On one side is the changing room for women, and on the other side is the one for men.
This is where you can change.
Thank you. He turns to Kai and points down the hall.
Security room is down the hall and the second door to the left.
We hear a beep and the director touches his earpiece
I
again.
have to handle some business. I trust you'll be able to find your way there.
Yep, thanks.
The man nods before leaving us.
We'll get changed and then meet back here.
The group nods and the girls go into the changing room. Kai slings his arm around me.
They're going to take a while to get changed, so why don't you escort me to the security room?
Oh, Kai,
This
please.
generous act will be the last bit of human contact I'll have for the night.
You're supporting them. There's someone in there, asshole. I suppose I can spare a few minutes for my more overly dramatic friend. Kai grins. We easily find a security room inside a rows and rows of monitors, all showing different screens from around the house. Amongst the mostly empty rooms, there are also cameras positioned in the kitchen, hallways, and elevators. However, the most obvious view is the woman seated in front of them. Her hair is pulled back into a ponytail and her dress is short and revealing. She smells us as we walk in, although her gaze locks on Kai. Did you plan this, Kai? He shakes his head, a big smile on his face.
The universe is rewarding me for my selflessness.
Oh yeah, he's so selfless, everybody. Well, I clear my throat. Oh, by the way, I put your head cream in your jacket pocket. Just looking out for you, man. The girl snaps her attention to both of us, her jaw slightly agape. Kai's eyes open wide, horrified. Bye, you guys. Have fun. With both of them stopped in their tracks, I slowly closed the door behind me. I only hear Kai frankly trying to salvage the situation. At least he's finally encountered a challenge. I quickly return to the men's changing room. A well-dressed man waits patiently for me and officially takes my measurements. He disappears into the back and reappears with a neatly pressed suit. I get changed and then I return to the main lobby where I wait for the girls. Luckily, it isn't too long before they join me. Luna's gown is bright and accentuates her figure, and those slits give her more than enough room to show off her flexibility. Meanwhile, Iris is intrinsically detailed dresses more demure, and the dark colors complement her enigmatic personality. And Vela walks in last. Her vibrant pink ball gown and its voluptuous skirt, a delicate display of her playfulness and femininity. They chat animatedly as they walk towards me, and I catch the tail end of their conversation.
There were so many choices. I'm really glad they had those people to help us choose.
Luna nods,
Their
smiling.
choices ended up being the perfect matches.
Even though they all look great, I can't get my eyes off my girlfriend Iris. The dress fits her like a glove, and I'm captivated by her poise and this more delicate side of her. All I can do is stare. She's gorgeous. Feeling my gaze on her, Iris furrows her brows in worry.
Is everything okay?
She glances down at herself.
Taylor thought this suited me best, but I'm not sure.
That sets me out of my daze. They were right. You look amazing. More than amazing. She smiles when she glances back at me, and a soft blush touching her cheeks.
If that's what you think, then I'll believe it.
Her gaze flows up and down my suit, and then the blush deepens.
You look quite handsome in that suit.
Thank you. I'm not wearing a suit in real life, but we'll pretend like I am. Thanks. There's a knock on the door. A moment later, the security director steps in. He looks at us and nods in approval.
Excellent. You're all dressed.
Yes, we're ready to get started.
Good. It's a big night, so I'll keep this short. The showcase tonight will be the unveiling of a masterpiece, and it's imperative that everything goes smoothly.
You got it, boss.
It's your responsibility to remain on the floor and ensure there are no distractions, diversions, or mishaps to the data drive or the presentation later this evening.
We all nod.
Understood. Do you need us to guard the data drive before the showcase?
No, the other security teams are handling safekeeping.
Got it. Then what do you need us to do in the interim?
Monitor the party and the guests for any suspicious activities, but discreetly. We don't want to alert anyone that you're security.
Right. We're undercover for this mission, hence the
We can
outfits.
do that.
Once again, we nod.
Great. Don't hesitate to contact me if you notice anything. Otherwise, when you're ready, please join everyone in the ballroom.
He gestures to a large set of doors before disappearing into the corridor. Well, all of that sounds easy enough. Should we get to it?
Yeah, let's go.
I was asking Iris, Vela. Vela hurries to the doors while the rest of us are just a step behind her. Okay. As the doors open, we'll unleash a roar of music and laughter. The room is packed with people all dressed in the best attire and glittering with jewels. They match the lavish decorations of gold, filigree, and the expensive trinkets. The one thing that stands out are the screens lining all the walls. At the moment, they're dark, but I'm sure they'll be used later on. Yes, these are the screens up here? I don't know. Guests mingle by the bar or simple offerings of the many buffet tables placed around the perimeter, while the central dance floor is packed with even more people dancing to the tunes from the live orchestra. These guys really went all out for this party. Whoa!
Whoa is right. Look at all the fancy stuff in here. And the buffet tables. They have a literal table just for desserts.
She nudges
I
Iris.
bet that's where you're going first, huh?
Iris stares longingly at the little cakes before she clears her throat.
because we're on the job. You can't have any cake if you're working?
If anything, we need cake because we're working.
She's right. Luna's right. Vela nods.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I follow that reason.
Blend in. Before the conversation can continue, we're interrupted by a smiling man.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming out to my unveiling. It truly means a lot to me to have so much love and support tonight.
Does that say Jonas Jones? This must be the host. I take a good look at the man. Like the rest of the guests, he's dressed in a flowery tunic and pants. Although the cut may seem casual, it's evident that the material is expensive. In fact, his sleeves and hems are all lined with glittering golden threads. A sharp pair of rectangular glasses sit on his nose. Just below, a curtain of neatly kept long hair, a tidy goatee, and a bow tie that add a touch of charm to his laid-back vibe.
Might I say that you all look absolutely ravishing this evening.
Thanks.
We appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Yes, thanks so much.
Iris smiles.
Thank you for the warm welcome. However, in the interest of transparency, we aren't your typical guests. We're actually a
We were told to blend in! His eyes widen and his smile goes broader.
Even better! Thank you for being here. And
Back off, buddy.
absolutely nailing this job so far.
She's mine. He laughs a hearty belly laugh.
Anyway, I'll get out of your hair. But listen, I'm sure you've been told all the boring details already, but I'll bet nobody explained to you the most important part of this job.
He leans like he's gonna tell us a secret and looks each of us in the
To
eye.
have fun.
Well, of course, it's called blending into a party.
Have fun.
He laughs again before straightening up.
The unveiling won't happen until the end of night, so until then, enjoy the party. At the very least, it'll help you blend in, am I right?
You're an asshole. Well, you know how to blend in. Iris nods.
That makes sense. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Good, good, great. Well, listen, I need to do the host duty and make the rounds, but it's wonderful to meet you all. Have fun, and I'll see you at the unveiling. It's gonna be exciting. Prepare to have your minds blown.
He winks mimically. Don't look at my girlfriend with mimicking an explosion with his hand before he saunters back into the crowd. What an unusual guy. Alice and a nod, Vela excitedly turns to us.
Did you hear all of that? Are we really getting paid to party?
Yes,
It does sound like that's the case.
they could have paid us a lot less to just show up for the unveiling.
True, but we're here now. So we may as well do what we're asked. Let's spread out for now to cover more ground.
Luna grins.
Then, please excuse me while I acquaint myself with a cold beverage.
With a wink, she slips away into the crowd.
Oh, are we starting now? I cannot wait to get my hands on some of this food.
Vela squirrels and hurries away.
I better get in position too.
I notice I was eyeing one of the buffet tables before she steps away. I look around the room, trying to decide what my next step should be. Maybe Iris and I can make the most of this party together. I said to go look for her. The party is already in full swing, and the guests are taking full advantage of all that's to offer. People mingle by the bar with simple offering from the buffet tables, and the dance was packed with people dancing to the tunes from the live orchestra. Although I think I just read that, but whatever. These guys really went off at this party. I'm enjoying the atmosphere and have no problems jumping right into this undercover mission. Yeah, I feel like I read most of that before. Whatever. However, there is someone who sticks out like a sore thumb. Amid the laughter and chatter, Iris stands by the buffet table, completely ignoring the food. Her arms crossed, her eyes melancholically scan our surrounding. I have to intervene before we definitely get made. Quickly, I slip over to where Iris stands guard. See anything out of the ordinary? She shakes her head.
Not yet.
Yep. Iris tenses.
Where?
Here, a feminine, medium height, petite frame, long hair. Iris eyes long tail, she's scanning the room. Striking features, beautiful eyes, looks amazing in an elegant dress. The longer I talk, the slower her head nods the slower her head nods become until she pauses completely. With her standing jaws, she raises a brow when she looks at me. A small smile on her lip.
Anything else?
I've heard she has a pretty charming boyfriend.
On rare occasions, he is.
She grins before looking back at the crowd.
While I appreciate the compliments, we have to stay focused on the mission. Did you actually see anything outside the ordinary?
Yes, you! I nod. It's you. She blinks.
I'm acting out of the ordinary.
Yes, I nod. You're so tense. You look... Just look at your stance. You've been instructed to blend in and enjoy the party. You aren't fooling anyone looking like that. Iris glances down at herself and quickly uncrosses her arms.
You do make a valid point.
I know. That's already a good start, but I don't think just standing around is enough. It's too obvious you're part of the security detail.
Then what would you suggest to blend in?
Taking a look around the room, noting the especially busy dance floor. What about dancing?
It's not a bad idea. There are a lot of people dancing, but I don't know how to dance and might still end up sticking out.
It's alright, I don't dance either. That's an easy fix, I'll teach you.
You know how to dance.
I nod. I'm no expert, but I've learned enough not to embarrass myself when I attended past IAP
I
events.
see.
Iris smiles and helps me with her
Then
hand.
lead the way.
Taking her hand, I lead us to a spot on the dance floor and help us get into position. Fortunately for us, the orchestra plays a slow ballad, which is easy for beginners to pick up. The arms will go around my neck and my hand will go here. On the lower back. This is where you're probably supposed to put it. I place my hands around her waist careful that they aren't too low, and pull her closer to me. Iris glances at the other couples around us and nods approvingly. When she glances back at me, she smiles.
I think we're already fitting in nicely.
Agreed. Once we're in position, I show her how to move her body to the slow music. This dance is much more intimate, and Iris leans closer as we sway to the ballad. At first, there is still no tension. There's still some tension in her movements, but I remain gentle and patient, and soon she relaxes. You're doing great. She smiles before resting her head on my shoulder. For a moment, I forget that we're here on a job, and I fully enjoy the feel of her body against me. The more comfortable Ice becomes, the more she melts into me, until she fully and completely gives into my lead. She glances at me. Our faces are only inches apart, the song drawing us even closer. I feel the pull of her lips, and she leans in close and closer. I got cock blocked by the goddamn orchestra. Just as our lips touch, the music suddenly changes into a loud and upbeat tempo, and we jump apart. Alice quickly glances around to see if anyone noticed, but nobody's paying attention. When she looks back at me, a soft blush tingles her cheeks and she smiles apologetically.
Sorry, we're on a job, and that was unprofessional of me.
Yeah, I was really surprised that you tried to distract me like that when all I was trying to do was a very professional version of my job. I was really proud, but then not deceptively.
Interesting. Then I'll make a mental note that you are averse to physical affection going forward.
Wait! Oh no, that's the episode what I wanted. On second thought, I think I was also for the moment and might have allowed myself to get distracted, so it's all good. Iris smiles.
Fortunate that you had a change of heart.
Yes. I recognize this new music as some kind of tango beat. The couples around us all dancing smoothly and passionately. Two of us are just standing still. We look awkwardly out of place. Well, we would kind of almost kissing. I guess it's all dancing to tango now, which I don't have experience in.
Should we give it a try anyway? We stand out more if we don't do anything.
I'm up for it if you are. Iris nods.
Both learn on the go.
Yeah. Alright, let's do it. We copy the couples around us and do our best to keep the pace with the music. The moves are more intrinsic, and while we're impressed by how fast spins and footwork, by all the fast spins and footwork, we decided to stick to the basics. Soon enough, we're getting the hang of things, and our confidence grows. We continue to watch the crowd for inspiration and direction, especially in a particular move.
Do you see that dance move?
She points to a woman who wraps her legs around her partner's thigh. Woo! Iris, professional. She falls into him while he catches her and strokes her thigh. Yeah, there are a few people doing that. It's a popular one.
Should we give it a try? For the sake of blending in, of course.
Oh, absolutely. I nod. Good idea. I mean, for the sake of blending in. Iris nods, smiling. We wait for another prompt in the music, and then Iris goes for the move. Her legs curl around my thigh. Yeah. But instead of leaning into me, her weight is fully on her standing leg.
Is this it?
Not quite. You have to lean into me. She shifts slightly, but seems reluctant to let herself go. You can trust me. I've always support you when you need me the most. Iris meets my eyes. Slowly she nods. I feel her fall into me. I catch her just as I promised. Working together, we look very graceful in the pose. When the music changes, I just as gracefully stand her upright, and she smiles.
That went well.
Let's do it. Very well. In fact, we should keep this move in mind for later. I can think of another scenario where I wouldn't mind your legs wrapped around me. I wink suggestively. Iris looks contemplatively, although a small blush dusts her cheeks.
Yes. I can think of some uses for that.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, a thigh wrapped around your neck can make you pass out in about 10 seconds.
While all my fantasies can become reality. This is a surprising but fortunate turn of events. She's tempting with a good time, baby. Iris was surprised.
Didn't even flinch at that idea.
Why would I flinch? I grinned slightly at the thought. It's hard to hold myself back.
I regret saying anything.
Anyway, should we keep going? Iris nods, we get back in position and soon fall into an easy rhythm again. I never realized how intimate the tango is. When our bodies aren't pressed against each other, Iris circles around me, sensuously swaying her hips. Ooh! You gotta give me something, man. You gotta give me a CG or something for that. It's way too easy for my thoughts to wander, but I make the most of this opportunity and fully enjoy myself in the dance. How do you feel about trying another move?
That's a good idea.
Iris searches for inspiration and her gaze falls on a nearby couple. She gestures to a woman who slinks down her partner's body, swaying at the bottom, then slinks back up.
That one looks easier than the first, and I've seen more people attempt it.
Perfect, let's go for it! Iris nods. Once again, we wait for an opportunity in the music, and then she readies herself. Iris meets my gaze and we lock eyes. I hold her hands while her body snakes sensuously down my chest. I try to ignore my rapid heartbeat and the thoughts stirring my head, the lower she goes. When she reaches the floor, she swivels her heels and I help her slink back up. At perfect timing, the music ends just as she finishes the move. There's a lull as the music prepares for the next piece, and Iris turns to me.
How did I do?
My brain is still stuck in the last movement. It's hard for me to think. Move, you do good. Iris blinks.
I'm sorry?
Me, no, brain good. Blood all going from head to other head. Iris glances down and quickly glances back up again.
Maybe I should give you a minute.
Need to. She smiles and I'm pretty sure she holds back a giggle, although I can't be sure of anything at the moment. An announcement interrupts us. It looks like the unveiling is happening now. Iris and I exchange a look.
It's time. Let's regroup and get into position.
Alright, let's do this. Stay frosty, yeah? I nod and we join the rest of the team. The ballroom is brimming with excitement. Conversations get louder with building anticipation. Iris pulls out her earpiece and motions for us to do the same.
Everyone, turn on your comms and join the team channel.
We do as we're told.
Kai, are you there?
There's a moment of shuffling and then Kai's voice comes to the...
Roger, roger.
Good.
Kai, stop messing around with the security girl. She turns to us again.
Let's figure out what formation we want to take.
With a
I've
nod.
already identified the optimal vantage points for our team.
Go on.
We'll want one person to cover each side of the unveiling platform, and we'll lean on Kai's eyes to identify any suspicious persons. What's most important is for all of us to remain mobile, so we can move fast to where we're needed.
She continues to go into specifics regarding placement of the best coverage and invisibility. Since revealing her background, Luna has been more involved in sharing her knowledge and expertise. It's still surreal to see Luna talking tactics, but her expertise will definitely give us the advantage. Afterwards, Iris
That makes
nods.
sense. Let's create our formation around those points.
She gives out our assignment based on Luna's recommendations, and we break apart. I push my way through the party and secure my position. We need to be vigilant amongst this many people to make sure nothing goes awry. The crowd gently parts, creating a path. The party host steps through and stands in the clear space in the middle of the room. The music dies down and a panel on the floor slowly lifts up. Everyone around me watches with excitement as a glass box is revealed from underneath. My earpiece crackles before Vela's voice fills my
What's
ears.
inside there? I can't see it from this far away.
It's a data drive. Must be pretty important if it's taking center stage.
The crowd erupts into applause as the host makes his way to the glass container. He smiles and extends both of his hands to wave.
Wow, what a crowd, huh? You know, if someone told me a year ago that I'd be here with such a prized possession, I'd have said they were crazy.
Put this on auto because this is taking forever. The crowd murmurs in polite laughter and the host chuckles.
I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I've been working non-stop these last few years to come up with and commission the most perfect and ideal masterpiece. And I am so thrilled to show it to you all.
Okay.
Are you ready to feast your eyes upon this glorious creation?
The response is an immediate and overwhelming yes.
All right, that's the energy I love to see. Then without further ado...
The lights dim as the host steps forward. He gingerly lifts the data drive. He makes a display of showing it to the crowd.
Allow me to show you the greatest NFT
No!
of time!
With a flourish, he plugs the data drive into a port. Immediately, an air horn sounds and strobe lights flicker into the darkened room, pattering the floor and walls with splashes of color. Confetti and streamers release and flutter around us just as the screen flickers to life. The crowd waits with bated breath for the image to clear. Will all grace with a plain banana. I hate NFTs, dude. I hate the rich. The host raises his arms, still beaming.
Isn't it just magnificent?
There's more silence, and then the room roars to life. The guests applaud and cheer, commenting on the marvel. I see an older woman beside me dab her eyes. Oh dear lord! And notice that she's not the only one to move to tears. A crackle in my ear draws my attention.
Are my cameras gone, or is everyone cheering at a banana?
There's nothing wrong with your camera.
Oh boy.
I suppose it's kind of cute.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Neither do I. It's really just a banana, not even a realistic one, but a cartoon.
Perhaps the banana represents him somehow.
Or just one part of him.
Well, that completely killed my curiosity. So thanks, Kai.
I'm here to help.
Uh-oh! Suddenly the room is plunged into darkness.
Security!
A second later, the room lights up again and the host runs to the port.
Someone has taken my most treasured banana!
I'm about to let them just take it, buddy. I look through the crowd for any signs of the thief, but everyone has piled in closer to look at the empty box.
Heads up, hotshot. There's someone coming your way.
I turn around and spot a man in a hood pushing himself past the other guests that has to be the thief. I have eyes on him. I got him, guys. I managed to intercept his path and position myself between the thief and the exit. He turns around to run the other way, but I'm faster and dive into him, bringing us down to the floor. Luna is right behind me and grabs the guy's arms, securing them with a zip tie. Meanwhile, Vela grabs the data drive that flew across the floor in the tussle. They flash the hostess by her sides.
My banana! Is it safe?
Vela nods and hands him the drive, which he studies. When he's satisfied, he breathes out a sigh of relief before he approaches the thief.
Now, let's see the rogue who dared to steal from me.
And once we're melted, the host yanks off the hood that covers the intruder's face to reveal an identical face.
Twin brothers? Talk about a plot twist.
Shut up, Kai. The host stares dumbfounded at his brother.
Oh, brother? But why?
The hooded man scowls.
You left me no choice. You always get everything. You had the last masterpiece, and now you have received a greater masterpiece. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So I devised this incredibly complex heist, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for your meddling security.
A Scooby-Doo reference, really, dude? He yells again, twisting in his binds.
I had no idea. Well, of course you wouldn't. So, this banana, does it really mean that much to you? Would you provide it with the same gentle care as you would to brew a most delicate but aromatic coffee? You wound me by even asking such a question. Then, maybe we can come to an arrangement.
The brother looks interested.
I'm listening. I'm willing to bestow upon you this masterpiece for a price that is equal to the worth of this prized possession. You do that for me?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Of course, you're my brother. Then...
He motions to his hands. The host gives the okay to free him, so Luna cuts the ties. As soon as his hands are free, the brothers jump to his feet and pulls out a checkbook. He rips off a blank check and hands it to the host.
Take this blank check as payment, for the banana is truly priceless.
The host grins broadly as he accepts the check and offers his brother a handshake, which he claps tightly. They grin at each other before the host pulls his brother into for a hug. Once again, the crowd erupts in applause, and I hear a chorus of awe and sympathetic sniffling. There's even more tear dabbing. I actually get a glance at my team, who all watch in confusion. Did these two just make a business deal right after an attempted robbery?
Yes, and a bad one at that.
The deal or the robbery?
Yes.
As long as they're both happy, I suppose it isn't hurting anyone.
We still get paid, right?
Even more confused. What the heck did we just witness?
The rich being rich.
The most first world of problems.
What Kai said.
Welcome to the world of the wealthy.
Yes, sir, Kai. Once the hug is over, the host turns back to the crowd.
Now that the guest of honor is here, the party is just getting started. Let's get the music back on and fill up the dance floor.
He circles around the party, rebuilding that earlier momentum. Amid the cheers and the orchestra resumes the music, and the guests flock back to the dance floor.
I'm going to connect with the rest of our security detail since our undercover operation is no longer needed.
Good idea. We nod. She steps away to talk to someone on the comms and then steps back when we're finished.
Our portion of the contract is fulfilled, so we can mark our required involvement as completed.
Awesome. Let's get paid.
Awesome. All in all, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have. We've had worse.
This has actually been fun.
Agreed.
All right, if that's all settled, then I'll wrap up here.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Kai, we're gonna bang the security girl, whatever. We switch off our comms just in time for the host to rejoin us. He opens his arms wide, still grinning from ear to ear.
I told you tonight would be exciting, didn't I?
You did.
Hey, you guys did a spectacular job out there, so thank you. The data drive is safe, and I was able to reconnect with my brother. I mean, it can't get any better, right?
Yeah, honestly,
We're happy
yeah.
we could help.
I'm assuming your work is all done? Why don't you stick around and enjoy the party?
Nah, I'm good. I was gonna set the rest of us. She cocks around in question. After all the weird stuff tonight, I think we're ready to go home. Looking around, Vela and Luna seem to be in agreement. I turn back to the
We
host.
appreciate the hospitality, but we should get some rest while we still can.
Of course, the work is never done. I mean, I've already got another idea kicking and brewing around, so I get it.
Okay, let's get out of here quickly before he gets us involved in this
I
idea.
really appreciate you guys. At least take some of the food for your journey home.
Oh, well, we can't say no to free food. I was gonna set Vela, who tries to keep it cool, but looks like she'll crack any second.
That would be appreciated.
You got it.
Vela's dam finally bursts.
So much! It's all so delicious!
Thank you. One of our team members was unable to join the party, so I'm sure he'd appreciate it as well.
Oh, he's definitely getting some munch going on already. Thanks. He waves away all thanks.
Not a problem. I'll have someone speak with the caterers and they'll get you all set up.
After another cheeky grin, he shakes Iris' hand and then returns to the point. Don't touch my girlfriend again, asshole. Kai will be thrilled that we got food for him. Oh, he's getting his fill of food right now.
Let's finish up and head back.
We follow Iris out of the ballroom and sync up with the security director. Afterwards, we organize with the caterers to gather our platters, which are both massive and plentiful. Our host really came through for us and hooked us up. While the crew transfers the food onto the ship, I stop by the security room to collect Kai. To my surprise, there are 2 people stationed there instead. He must have already returned, but I'll shoot him a quick text just to confirm. My phone buzzes a few seconds later. Kai confirms he's headed back as soon as... Kai confirms he headed back as soon as we were done. That makes things easy, and I know he's definitely getting his munch on. I abandoned the security room and hurried back to the Eidos, where I would join the rest of the team in the kitchen. The table and counters are filled with massive platters of catered delicacies. For a foodie like Kai, he's gonna love this. Once around the room, I see everyone excited. I see everyone except him. Hey, where's Kai? Bayla blinks.
Didn't you say you'd go get him?
Oh, yeah, but he wasn't in the security room. He said he already came back.
He's probably in his room then.
Perhaps you'd like to let him know we have a surprise for him here?
Yeah, sure. Good idea. After exiting the kitchen, I hurry down the corridor until I reach Kai's room. The door is locked, and before I knock, I hear soft shuffling around and quiet voices. One of them distinctly female. I don't think Kai wants to be disturbed right now. I get out of there as fast as I can and return to the kitchen. Fun fact, that happened to me one time. I walked into my roommate having the good old, kush, No, that's weed. He was having the good old Kai situation right now. I didn't even. Luckily for me, when I opened the door, it opened inward, so I didn't see it. And then I immediately shut the door, locked it again, ran into my other roommate, said, "Do not walk in there. You do not want to walk in there." That was fun. Anyway. Iris will look at me expectantly while Vela bounces on her toes.
Well, is Kai coming?
Oh yeah! He's coming alright. Kai is definitely coming, just not here. There's a momentary pause until my words sink in and all 3 of them groan.
I regret knowing you.
I don't. Iris gives me a disappointed look. Come on! But Luna looks at me. Luna's having fun.
Suppose that's another one for the scoreboard.
Yes. Kai's like a magnet for women. He always gets the girl, even when he sets out to do something else. I wonder how he does it. But we're not going to find out how he does it until next time, because this video ran a little too long, but I figured you guys on Twitch deserve a little less long video. But anyway, again guys, if you guys want to see how Kai gets all his girls, or if you guys want to see how me and Iris got together, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, link in the Twitch description and the Twitch pinned comment for this Twitch stream. And you guys can go watch how I got with Iris, and then you guys can see how Kai gets his women in the next episode, because those are going to be YouTube exclusives. So, anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one, guys. So, peace. Kai's coming. Oh yeah, he's definitely coming.